Pieces flying left and right. Time is running out, but it's alright. Patterns form like magic tricks. Fingers dance with quick, sharp flicks.
Eyes are locked on cardboard hues. Every move's a racing muse. Corners meet with frantic cheer. Victory's scent is drawing near. Puzzle mania late at night. Feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town. Brains on fire, tension snaps. Hands aligned at final clasp. Cheers are up, the crowd's amazed. In the glow of winning race. Piece by piece we conquer all. Speed puzzlers in the hall. Eyes on target, hearts ablaze. In this rush we find our craze. Puzzle mania late at night. Feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town.
Pieces flying left and right. Time is running out, but it's alright. Patterns form like magic tricks. Fingers dance with quick, sharp flicks.
Eyes are locked on cardboard hues. Every move's a racing muse. Corners meet with frantic cheer. Victory's scent is drawing near. Puzzle mania late at night. Feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town. Brains on fire, tension snaps. Hands aligned at final clasp. Cheers are up, the crowd's amazed. In the glow of winning race. Piece by piece we conquer all. Speed puzzlers in the hall. Eyes on target, hearts ablaze. In this rush we find our craze. Puzzle mania late at night. Feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town.
Pieces flying left and right. Time is running out, but it's alright. Patterns form like magic tricks. Fingers dance with quick, sharp flicks.
Eyes are locked on cardboard hues. Every move's a racing muse. Corners meet with frantic cheer. Victory's scent is drawing near. Puzzle mania late at night. Feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town. Brains on fire, tension snaps. Hands aligned at final clasp. Cheers are up, the crowd's amazed. In the glow of winning race. Piece by piece we conquer all. Speed puzzlers in the hall. Eyes on target, hearts ablaze. In this rush we find our craze. Puzzle mania late at night. Feeling high on this delight. Counting seconds ticking down. Champion in this jigsaw town.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to this evening's Euro Jigsaw Jam. Can we get a thumbs up from all the participants tonight? All right. So I hope you're looking forward to also getting some more EJJs. They go on sale this evening after this live stream at 9:30 p.m. So we hope you'll be checking those out. And yeah, I'm just waiting for Fruji to join, but I can just talk to myself for a while while she's getting here. So greetings to those on YouTube. SJ is jazzed for tonight and is wondering if anyone is going to be in Cardiff this weekend. And we have a few people. Oh, Gaza might join that competition. So yeah, greetings to those who are following. We've also got some people from Colombia and USA and Estonia joining us. So tonight we have a theme about positive or negative experiences with secondhand puzzling. I don't have much experience with that myself, to be honest. The only time was when I was in London and I wanted to check out some charity shops because I heard so many good things from the British people. But I had to go to I was only at the third shop that I went to that they actually had puzzles there, but I did get a real bargain. I got a Wentworth puzzle for £4 and they usually cost 85 euros new, so that was a pretty good deal. But we also had lots of comments from our participants, and I'd love to hear also from the viewers on YouTube how your experience has been with buying or selling secondhand puzzles, whether that's at a charity shop or using Vinted or eBay or something similar like that. So we had some interesting comments. Shona said she buys and sells used puzzles and has always had a positive experience. She's had a high success rate of selling, but if any aren't of a sellable quality, I will still pass them on in another way. For example, a jigsaw swap. I love buying used puzzles because it feels more sustainable, saves money, and I feel gives me more exposure to different puzzles than I normally wouldn't pay full price for. If I'm getting a bargain on a unique puzzle, I'm not fussed by the old missing piece or a damaged box. The puzzle is still enjoyable to me. Yeah, I think there was also another comment that somebody said that just getting exposed to more brands that you may not normally get to. And Annika says that almost all of my 1,000 piece puzzles are bought secondhand and I sell them again afterwards. It is cheaper, better for the environment, and I don't have the space to keep them. I have only had positive experiences. So Mayday buys secondhand via Vinted, but only for puzzles that are not possible to get new in Poland. For example, old Jelinis. I only buy from users that have many positive opinions. Also, I realize it is a bit of a hazard, so I'm mentally prepared that the puzzle might not be in a great condition and I might be left with no puzzle and no money, so I would not spend more than 20 to 30 euros. Yes. Maria Andrea is saying that in Colombia, there's no big offer of second-hand anything, sadly, but I've thrifted a couple of puzzles when traveling abroad. I'd love to be able to do it more often. Okay, so there's not much of a second-hand market for puzzles or other items in Colombia. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess in every country they have different ways of passing them on, whether that be in like specific stores. Like in Germany, we don't really have charity stores, maybe in the big cities, but like here in Trier, we don't have them. But I know in the UK that's like a really big deal. Okay, I'm not sure where Fuji is. Sent her a message, so she's probably just held up. So I'm just going to wait a moment and just check that everything is fine in the back end. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and don't forget to register on the Timer website. So everybody should have the blue screen up on their device. It should say 2 hours. Okay, I'm sure Fuji will join us soon. She's probably just been held up from work. Okay, we have, about 85 to 90 people registered on the website and about as many people in the meeting. So that looks about right. So let's unwrap the puzzle and see what we have today. So make sure to remove the wrapping paper and any other plastic that might be on the box. So Rachel was saying where she lives, there are 13 charity shops and they all sell puzzles, which is very dangerous. Well, that sounds like a thrifting paradise, Rachel. So Marie Andre gets her secondhand puzzles from a friend. So I guess it goes from person to person, as maybe there's no official site where people can offer secondhand items or no official stores. But yes, passing them on from person to person is also a good way. And SJ went to a secondhand store in Spain, but did not find any puzzles. Okay. Yes, let me just double check. Okay, so there is a poster there. There is a full-size poster. You may already take out the poster and yeah, place that on your table or on your box holder, ready to go. Then put the box lid back on the table, and then I know that you'll be ready to go. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. Let's do a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, everybody. Herefna says there's no poster in the box. Don't worry, I think it's a bit too big and a bit wobbly. Just use the box. The image does wrap a little bit around the outside of the box. There's also the full image on the back of the box, although it's in a smaller size. Okay, let's take a look at what puzzle we have today. Okay, so this is called Architectural Masterpieces in Pieces. This is from the brand Das Puzzle Kollektiv from Germany. We had them before. You might remember the symphony puzzle where there was like the kitchen exploding, and yeah, there's sort of like a small independent label in Germany. And this one is showing famous architectural buildings. If you're into architecture, you might recognize some. So I think we have like the Guggenheim Museum. We have a Bauhaus building from Dessau in Germany. And yeah, these are like famous architectural landmarks showing modern architecture. Yeah, and the artist is, my box is upside down, Barbara Keharova. And they, the Das Puzzle Kollektiv is based in Stuttgart. Okay, let's start at the beginning of the alphabet and see how the folks are going. Okay, so with us tonight we have Aaron from the UK. Well, actually we have Aaron with us pretty much in almost every competition, not just tonight. So we have Aaron from the UK, Alexandra from Switzerland, Amber from the United States, Anna S from Slovenia, Anna K from Denmark, and Anna S from the Netherlands. Okay, Stephanie, no problem. Just join in and we'll fix it up later. All right. Yes, so what can we see? We have solid colors. There's no gradient on this. This puzzle reminded me a lot of Valladolid because you have a mixture of buildings and people, and the people are kind of like in an interesting cartoon style. They kind of have like, yeah, very, not like a Disney cartoon or like a Jan van Haasteren cartoon, but kind of it just reminds me of like the people on the Valladolid puzzle, kind of very bubbly and cute, but with very simple colors. So we've only got like maybe 7 colors on the puzzle, but you do have a lot of texture. We've got the yellows have different like little speckles all over them. So you don't have gradients, but like on the gray building you have some brick texture, and shading is done through dots. So it's a very interesting style. Yeah, but it was really fun. And also the sky, there's no gradient, it's just a bright blue sky, but you have like little dots for the white. Okay, Fuji will be coming in a moment. No problem. Okay. Sergio wants to borrow that puzzle, and he's sure his neighbor will lend it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so we're still at the flipping stage here. Some are going for the border. I can see that Anna Stoll is, got the blue sky border up, as well as Anna K. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see where people start on this one, because you can pretty much start anywhere, whether it's the border or maybe a color stands out like the yellow. You also have some interesting textures, like there's two different greens in the text in the image, but the greens, the trees have different lines and like waves on them, so that also helps to differentiate between the different sections of greens. Or you could start with people, so we'll be interested to see how people find their way through the puzzle.
Hello everyone, so sorry for being late.
Hello, Fuji.
I had a slight little household emergency and I never realized that it's actually already 7 o'clock. I'm so sorry.
No problem, I'm just talking to myself.
Well, you don't have to talk to yourself anymore. What did I miss?
Oh yes, I will. We have a puzzle. It's from Das Puzzle Kollektiv in Germany.
Oh yay!
It's called Architectural Masterpieces in Pieces, and features some famous architectural landmarks from Germany and United States and from around the world. And there's a few people in there, and I was just saying that it kind of reminds me of the Valladolid puzzle, like the style of like a mixture of like buildings and people. Yeah, but we're only at 5 minutes, so you didn't miss much.
Yes, I'm taking a look at the live stream from a couple of minutes ago so that I can see the puzzle.
Yes,
it's looking lovely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Like, I'm not really a fan of like solid color puzzles. There's no gradients here, but I did enjoy this, and I also got a sub 50 time, which I was quite pleased with. So yeah, I'm interested to see how people will get on today. On screen right now, we've got Annelies from Belgium, Annika from Denmark, Aurelia from Germany, Beatrice from Germany, Beth from the UK, and Birgit from Austria. Yeah, it's a bit interesting with like how the picture is presented, because on the box, it's not a complete image because it kind of wraps around the edges. That's very typical of Das Puzzle Kollektiv, that they don't have any excess color, like they just wrap it all around. I think it's called...
Yeah, it wraps around the entire box, and it's quite tricky to actually puzzle that.
Yeah, there is.
I can see that you can have the image on the back of the puzzle as well.
Yeah, the image on the back is smaller, which is a bit tricky, but you also have a poster, I guess is roughly about the full size of the image, so you can also use that.
Do you actually prefer the poster if it's a poster puzzle, or do you rather look at the small image?
What I do is I put the box lid into my box holder, basically as a backing, and then I prop up the poster in front of it just so it doesn't flop over, because if I just put the poster only into my box holder, it flops over. So that's kind of like my default setting, is to put it like this.
That is actually quite smart. I try and avoid the poster by any means that I can, even if I have a large table.
Yeah, I'm not generally a fan of posters, because if it's exactly the same size as the box, I'm like, what's the point? And if it's double the size, then I'm kind of like the ones from the circle puzzles from Ravensburg, I'm kind of like, it's so unwieldy. So yes, and SJ says it's kind of like old school EJJ, when I was only me commentating, and it's just me filling in the silence.
I also thought that old school EJJ could also refer to Das Puzzle Kollektiv, because I remember that like one of the early EJJs was also Das Puzzle Kollektiv with the conductor.
Yes, exactly. The maestro, and as he's like doing the climax, like the pot of soup is exploding across the kitchen.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of. So it's old school EJJ from multiple perspectives.
Yeah. Yes, and we're looking forward to interviewing Lucas and Annalena again. So that's pretty much a year has gone past, possibly a bit more time since we had the interview with them. And we'll see how the brand has developed over that time and how they choose puzzles. But yeah, on screen right now, we've got Cameron from Canada, Catherine from USA, Claudia from Portugal, Columbine from Switzerland, Daniela from Portugal, and Danielle from the Netherlands. So So yeah, it looks like most people are starting with the border at this point. Yes, but yeah, the border is also a good place to start because there are a lot of colors. You have like, okay, most of the top strip is blue, but it's not entirely blue. You can see like there's like the pink building sticks out onto the border, the white building and the gray. So you can also differentiate that quite easily. And then you've pretty much got blocks of color going around the edges. So that's yeah, a good place to start and find your way.
The border is also a good idea because Das Puzzle Kollektiv is most likely a brand that people are not that familiar with. So it's a little bit harder to see how big the image is going to be. So the frame can also kind of give you a reference. Even if you don't want to do pick and placing, you can just like kind of have an idea of how big the image is going to be in front of you. Yes. Looking good, everyone. Cameron's got the majority of the frame already.
So we have with us Daria from Denmark, Dora from Switzerland, Everly from Estonia, Fleur from Netherlands, Freya from Sweden, and Gabriella from Romania.
And I have seen that there's a lot of support for Daria in the chat. So an extra shout out to Daria from the chat.
Yeah, I think Fleur has been doing a bit of sorting. She's starting with some of the yellows on the lower border, and yeah, so there's a yellow taxi that stands out, and like a yellow hill where there's a guy who's rock climbing, and that has a different texture to the yellow in the left hand corner where there's a guy reclining on a sun chair, you could say. So yeah, I also tend to like from these colors, the yellow also stood out to me earlier on. I kind of ignored the grays and whites and greens. I was more attracted to the yellows and pinks. But yeah, I'm curious to see what attracts other people's eyes. I can see Gabriella has also done a sort of blues and pinks.
And I actually took a quick look of what maybe some of the participants answered to the topic of the day. And I can see that Freya did say that she had so far only had good experiences, but sometimes you put them together and realize that 10 pieces are missing from used puzzles, which is, I haven't had that experience so far. There was only one puzzle that someone sent to me without any kind of support around the puzzle box, and they just chucked it into like a larger box. And so when I received the puzzle, it was literally you open a box and then just pieces flying everywhere. And
so there was just loose pieces. So there wasn't even, there was no original box in there.
Well, the box fell apart because there was just nothing around it, so nothing held it together.
Oh, okay. Okay, we have some people on screen, but Hoey Lee, Hoey Neumann, your camera is off. Please turn your camera on, Hoey. So we have Helen from the UK, Hoey from Germany, Hrefna from Iceland, Iren from Norway, Inga from the Netherlands, and Irina from Serbia and Montenegro. Oh, welcome. That's the first participant from Serbia and Montenegro. Very nice. So you can see Inga going to town on this very towny looking puzzle. Hue, you just put on your hand up. You need to turn your camera on.
Is it possible that she's on 2 devices?
Yeah, maybe we'll find that later on.
In the meantime, I do see that Inga has definitely done the sky already and building, I think the building on the bottom left somewhere. That white one, I think, or something in front of that building. It seems like that little line of the white building of the bottom left is being built. And then I see that Gaza had, one bad experience with the tree-dwelling slowpokes from Mud Puppy, which was used in an early EJJ. got it from Vinted that was missing all the brown animals, which is a very weird experience. Or it's a very weird thing to have just the brown animals missing. But the majority is good experience, which is good. And yes, that is a pretty good explanation to have probably a sorting tray somewhere that has all the brown animals. Could have been, but also like kind of weird. Like, how would you pack a puzzle with just the brown? Like, yeah, it's weird. And I can see that Koi has some kind of technical difficulties.
Okay, we'll check in with Wei later on. Yeah. No, that's very interesting that you would get all the brown animals missing. Yeah. So they were put aside somewhere and maybe that tray just got lost. But that's a bit sad. Okay, let's keep on moving and see who else we have with us.
Let's see, who else do we have?
So we've got Jagoda from Poland, Jessica from Germany, Jonna from Finland, Jukka from Finland, and Katarina from Austria.
Madara is asking, what is the name of the puzzle again?
Oh yeah, I'll write that in the chat. Sorry, I did forget that. So it's Das Puzzle Kollektiv. So this is a German brand. And then the name is, in English, Architectural Masterpieces in Pieces. So I'm a little bit huffy and puffy because I did run down the stairs. I remembered I had a paper in my hand. So Lucas from the brand, he did actually send me the location. I have a paper with all the locations on the puzzle. So then we can better refer to the buildings. So when we get a bit of a closer look, once some buildings have formed, then we can just describe them better, what actual buildings they are.
And Jagoda is definitely storming ahead here. The bottom left corner is pretty much done. I think maybe has like 2 or 3 missing pieces. And then she's now working on the bottom right. But top left corner done, bottom right is being worked on right now in her direction. Basically building from the frame outside in, which seems to be some kind of strategy that most people are following so far. There's very few screens where I see no edge being built so far.
Yeah, no, looks amazing progress there from Jagoda with the, okay, let's see what actually is she doing. I'm going to zoom in a little. And then we can better describe. Oh, Jonna is also doing really great. Okay, so let's have a look at Jonna's. Jonna's the grey building with the bricks on that. It's like multi-level. It's larger at the top and then it kind of gets smaller as it goes towards the bottom. So that's called the Met Breuer from Marcel Breuer. Okay, Breuer is the name of the architect and the building itself is called the Met Breuer. And that's in New York. And yeah, how is Jagoda going? So the top left building is the Bauhaus building from Oscan. No.
Marga Rosa is saying that the house in the center seems to be Falling Water in the USA. Not entirely sure that I know.
Yes, Falling Water House in Pennsylvania. Because I was just got a bit mixed up because there's the names of the building, then there's the name of the architect, and then there's the location, and then I was like confused. But yes.
Oh, I have just looked it up. It's a beautiful building.
So now we're checking in on Kati from Germany. Yeah, I hope we have some architects with us, and I think they could appreciate this puzzle. When we had the unreleased puzzle with the architecture collage, I think it was Christina from Hungary. She really liked it, and she gave it her thumbs up as an architect.
Very good, very good.
Yes, so we also with us we have Katy Perry from the UK, Larissa from
Is it the Katy Perry?
of course it's the Katy Perry from the UK. Who's also an avid speed puzzler. Then we have Larissa from Germany, Laura from Denmark, Leah from Denmark, and Leah K from Denmark, and Leah W from Denmark.
The building on the right side seems to be a popular choice for a lot of people, like in Laura's screen.
Yes, so
that gray.
And the one that's right touching on the border, it's got all these like wavy lines on it.
Mm.
I can't see which one that is. Maybe that's just the building that happens to be next to the Met Breuer. But yeah, no, that has a nice, interesting texture from the whites and the greys. That is the most interesting texture. So I can understand that people grab those, and also the bricks make it easy to sort. But yeah, let's zoom in a little bit on. I see that Leah W is, she's got some of the pink building at the top.
Yeah.
That is called the Niterói Contemporary Art Museum in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So it kind of looks like an upside down UFO, and it's pink, and I think it looks really cool.
And a shout out to Jana BU, who says it's the first time catching an EJJ. So very excited to be here. Welcome.
Welcome. And I can see that Kati has been going for the yellows. She's got the yellow hill where there's a guy abseiling off the hilltop, and also one of some yellow buildings in the middle of the image. So
Sergio,
let us know what you think might be the finishing times for this one.
Yeah, finishing time guesses. But there's one from SJ already, which is 41:22. I'm still positive that it could be under 40.
Yeah, so we are at
38.
21 minutes right now.
And then Sergio is asking, can we one day only use celebrities' names? But I'm not sure how that would work.
Well, we do have a Katy Perry who puzzles with us. We also have a Colin Farrell? There was somebody else. There was a male actor who had the same name. There was somebody from the
Colin
UK.
Farrell. Wasn't there also like a news article about it that Colin Farrell was taking part in the Puzzle World Championship, but not that Colin Farrell.
Oh. So with us on screen we have Linda from the Netherlands, Lina Beata from Norway, Lydia from Germany, Lynn from Belgium, Marcia from the Netherlands, and Marguerite from South Africa. And I can see a lot of yellow and blue done on Marcia's, so looking really good there. Probably about 50% of the puzzle done.
Her puzzle is also so extremely clean. Basically, only the solved areas are in the puzzle, and everything else is completely on the side. It's so very organized.
Yeah, I love like there's like this yellow square of sand just like by itself. It's in the position where it should be, but it's just by itself, and then you have all this air around it. But yeah, as you say, it's just looking really clean. There's not a bunch of clutter in the way.
And then I see what you were saying on Marguerite's puzzle with the pink buildings, the one that looks like a UFO. And we've got a guess from Gaza saying 35-35 as first finisher.
Yeah, but I really like to see this, that we've got people working on different sections. We can see some are working on greys, others on blue and yellows. So yeah, going to be interesting to see how it develops, and if there is one strategy is faster than the other.
This is again one of those puzzles where you can pretty much pick what you want to work on. Like any approach can work, really. I don't think you can really like puzzle yourself into a corner, so to speak.
Yeah, it's easy to move on to a next section or to sort out the next color. So we've got Micah from Germany, Maya from Slovenia, Mandy from United States, Maria H from Finland, Maria TB from Sweden, who's puzzling upside down today. She's got her puzzle table on the ceiling, and Marta from Norway.
Oh, that round table actually looks so nice. Like the table itself.
So SJ wants to place bets on finishing times. Yeah, well, SJ is pretty good at guessing finishing times. So maybe there should be a prize for the person who guesses, like, anyone who guesses the finishing time exactly.
Well, there are an increasing number of betting websites where you can pretty much bet on anything that you want. Most likely, it would also be possible to bet on EJJ. I wouldn't want to do that though.
So yeah, Maya P from Slovenia, she's really one to watch. She's been doing really well in the 50 plus club. She's been on the podium multiple times because I've sent her a couple of vouchers for multiple competitions. So, you know, there's a big crew of Slovenians that are really putting in the work, really doing the training and joining in the EJJs, and can see them like as a group all like collectively getting faster.
As far as I can remember, Maya also did incredibly well in the Slovenian Championship last year.
Oh yeah, you were in Slovenia.
Yeah, last year I was. This year I unfortunately can't make it, but whoever can, definitely make the trip. It's really beautiful in Slovenia in general. It's one of my favorite countries, if I may admit. And the venue is great, and the organizers are also lovely. So I can only recommend the Slovenian Nationals for people who want to maybe travel to, somewhere that is not that common to go to for puzzling, I would say. But there were not many of us foreigners at the Slovenian Nationals.
Yeah, so there's Maya Pukul, who's one of the fast ones, and there's also another Maya JT, and also Anna S and Moisya. They're all very keen puzzlers and doing, we're seeing them progress as the EJJs go on. So now we are at 26 minutes. On the screen, we've got Marta from Germany, Mayday from Poland, Melika from Germany, Melly from Switzerland, Minika from the Netherlands. Greetings to the puzzle sleeved, puzzle earring, and puzzle teacup lady in the Netherlands.
And the puzzle singer.
Yes, the puzzle singer. And then we have Moisia from Slovenia as well. Do you want to read out Minika's reply about the secondhand puzzles?
I just have to find it. I can't see it in the list. Where was it?
Oh, it's towards the bottom.
At the bottom, I only have Kati.
You have to go to the spreadsheet for 125.
Ah, okay. Ah, there it is. That's oh, people were chatty. So what Minika says, I have had bonus puzzles where one box held 2 backed puzzles. Great deals from people who wanted to get rid of a lot at once. Some wish list finds for very little money, but also a world map with half the world missing.
Oh. And sometime that person is going to be like looking around in the attic, and then they're going to find like half of the world puzzle, and they'll be like, "Where's the other half? Oh, that's right, I sold it." Oh man, I would like to know, what do you do in that case? Do you then write to the seller of the puzzle and say, "Hey,
there's an extra puzzle."
Yeah, or the other way around, something's missing. Like, do I get a refund, or what's going to happen?
What I had one time, I bought a 1,000-piece Ravensburger for one of our team practices. Actually, I wanted a nature picture, and the puzzle arrived, and I was like, "This is not as heavy as it's supposed to be." And I ended up counting the pieces, only to find that half the puzzle was missing. And then I wrote to the seller, and I told them that, like, this is just like 400 pieces. Where is the rest of the puzzle? And then she was like, oh, sorry, and then sent me the rest.
Oh,
in a bag. I don't know where the rest was, but
I wonder if that is.
Happened.
How do you end up like storing 2 halves of the puzzle in like different places?
It's a mystery.
So we've got Nadia on screen, Nadia from Indonesia, Nicole from Germany, Nina, I've lost myself now, Nina from Slovenia, oh, another Slovenian, hello there, Nora from Finland, Patrick from Switzerland, and Puck from the Netherlands.
There is an increasing number of Slovenian representation at EJJs as well. I'm now looking at more and more of the answers from people on secondhand puzzles, and I really like what Maite wrote as well, which is I buy almost all my puzzles secondhand. I find it too expensive to buy a lot of puzzles new. I buy a lot from thrift stores or flea markets, and also some from Vinted. And generally positive experience. Of course, you have the chance that there is a piece missing. With Vinted, sometimes the boxes end up quite damaged, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, there's always a risk that, yeah, something might be missing, or there might be some animal hair in there. I think that's once I bought a puzzle from somebody who had cats, and there was cat hair in there. But I still enjoyed the puzzle, but I did find myself blowing and picking a lot to kind of remove the hairs from the puzzle. But that's, yeah, I guess that's part of it. Yeah, so looking really good here. I can see, yeah, some nice buildings on there on Patrick's. I think Patrick has gone for the, yeah, pinks, white and grey. And yeah, so we see a lot of island building. I don't really see someone like starting from the bottom and working their way to the top, or doing like one huge section. It seems to be a bit here and a bit there. I'm just going to check in with Yagoda.
I exactly wanted to say that you might want to check in with Yagoda, because she basically only has 3 holes left in the puzzle at this point. But I also want to point out that Patrick has been doing incredible recently. Some amazing times. And here as well, he's making amazing progress.
Yeah, so let's see who might be our leaders. I'm just going to put some of the folks on the screen who we know to be fast. We've got Yagoda, Marcia, Kati, Inga, Rachel, and Veronica. Yeah, so looking really good here. Yeah, as you say, yeah, Yagoda's got like 3 holes. What are the holes? Yeah, so the big hole in the top section, that is a white building. I think that's the Guggenheim Museum. Yes, it's the whites. And then also in the bottom left, the other building is the Le Corbusier from France. Okay, she's doesn't have that many pieces left. Also looking really good progress from the others. Kati also only has a few patches, and Rachel as well. Okay, I'm going to leave Yagoda on screen for the moment, and now it's racing to the end of the alphabet and see who's faster.
Let's compete with Yagoda if we can get through the alphabet. While you're putting people on screen, I'm going to say that the Guggenheim Museum is, as cliche as it might be, it's one of my favorite buildings that I know of. I'm not huge on like architecture or anything, but the Guggenheim is extremely interesting. I'm not sure if you have ever been, but the whole building is a spiral going up.
Oh,
so
wow.
There's no stairs, and that's how also you're viewing the artwork. The entire thing is slanted. It's very, very interesting to be in there.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I mean, it's a name that you hear of. Like, even if you don't follow art or architecture, it's still a name that you've heard of. So it's, yeah. Okay, if you ever head to New York, check out Guggenheim Museum, and that's something I will do too. Okay, I'm not going to get to the end of the alphabet because Yagoda is on her last 15 pieces or so.
And she did hide a couple of pieces on her puzzle again, so we can't exactly say. But also Maite is not far behind, and also Kati.
Yes, they're also closing in. So we've got Ramona from Switzerland, Robert from Sweden, Rosaline from Belgium, Sammy and Chombi from United States, and Sandra from Peru. Okay.
Ooh, Sandra has got a nice collection of puzzles in the back. A nice background.
Yes, we can see, yeah, Yagoda does have some pieces on her table, so that means I can quickly show a few more people. We're up to the S's now. All
Just
right.
real quick.
Sana R from Finland, Salma from Sweden, Shona from the UK, Simila from Denmark, and Stephanie K, your puzzle pair from Germany.
Go, Steffi!
Yeah, really interesting seeing lots of chunks, lots of islands, and yeah, very interesting how these are coming together. But it's Yagoda who is going to take the
On the last maybe 10 pieces.
who is going to take the winning crown tonight. Well done, Yagoda.
Amazing. And I was looking at the wrong screen, so I thought she still has a couple of pieces. Yeah, 34 minutes and 7 seconds.
Okay.
Amazing job again.
So from what I'm hearing from the virtual assistants who are helping out in the background, it sounds like Marcia and Rachel will be the next to finish. So I'm just going to keep them on the screen and see how far we get.
Yeah, they're pretty much neck to neck at this point. Maybe Marcia with a little bit of a head. No, Rachel actually has a little bit more of the... No, they actually have, I think, kind of an equal amount of pieces, but missing on different sides of the puzzle. So just go, go, go.
And I also hear that Lena Beata is also doing really well. Oh, yes, we have several people coming to the close now. Kati, also just whites and greens, but it's Marcia who takes second place. Congratulations,
Yay!
Marta. Yeah, 35 minutes, 14 seconds. And Yagoda was 1 minute earlier with 34 minutes and 7 seconds. But now it's a race between Rachel and Kati. And Inga and Elena Beata coming up very closely behind.
I'm also too slow with my pinning just to see people finish. Rachel seems to be ahead and done.
Yes. And third place to Rachel. Congrats.
Third place to Rachel.
Yeah, 1 minute. Actually, only not even 1 minute.
Has four pieces missing. She's saying.
Ooh, 4 pieces missing. Okay, we can ask Lucas and Annalena later how they handle missing pieces. And Kati looking really good here. 10 pieces left. But we also have with us Stephanie from Germany, Tammy from USA, Tepat from Latvia, Tuli from Finland, and Ulrika, who's joining us from Germany. Yeah, these fast people.
Kathy is closing in on the last piece and and fourth place for Kati.
Well done, Kati. Making it look so easy, so smooth, so slick. Yeah, we're seeing very scattered builds here across the tables. A lot of people have their pieces inside the field, which can make it a bit tricky. What I've been trying to do recently is if I grab some pieces to build and then I find that I can't put them together, I do try and then remove them from my frame, just not to make it more chaotic. And we are almost there. We have...
I think my entire...
So let's introduce the last folks that we have with us in the meeting. We have Vanessa from Austria, Veronica from Germany, Veronica from Slovakia, Vesna from Finland, Vibka from Germany, and Zach from the UK. Oh, I like how Vesna has got some... She's just focusing on the buildings. She hasn't done the frame, but she's got some nice sections of buildings there. And now I need to switch because we have some finishes coming up. And it will be...
Definitely a couple of finishers. My entire meeting is freezing. I'm not sure if you can hear me. I can hear everything, but the picture is not moving at all.
Yes. So let's follow now the leaders and see how it plays out. We've got Inga, Liana Beata, Anna Stoll, and I want to check on Amber as well. And Leni Beata takes out 5th place. Well done. 38 minutes. So some nice sub 40s there. Yes. She's happy with that. She's got a little crew of stuffy animals there. And Inga, just a handful of pieces left. But yeah, where is Inga finishing? On the yellows. Interesting.
I mean, Patrick and Inga. Wow.
Yeah.
They're all still. I think he's my fastest.
Okay, and Inga. So we are at coming into the 6th. I think Inga is struggling to hit the done button, but we have Inga on screen. Timer website crashed. Okay, we have you on screen, Inga. We'll correct your time later. Okay, so who else is there to watch? And then we can check in soon with one of the finishers for their experience of the puzzle. Yeah, so it sounds, Fruji, are you there? Okay, it sounds like she has fallen out of the meeting again. But we have a lot of other people coming into the clothes. I mean, looking, this is really good. We just crossed 40 minutes and we're going to see some more finishes coming up very soon. And Amber Whitmill from the USA, I think this is her first live. Well done. You just got, that was 6th place. Yay. And 7th is Anna Stoll, also looking really good. So we still have 3 more spaces in the top 10. It could be Patrick or Freya or Jessica. And then there seems to be a gap of people. Seems to be the next group is going to be a bit further behind. But I'm still going to go through and check who could possibly be in the running for top 10.
Hello.
You're back.
Well, I had to come back from my phone. It seems like my brand new laptop just gave up entirely.
Oh no.
I'm going to try and reconnect with the laptop in the meantime. But I see that there's a bunch of finishers, which is already great. It seems like this is a cursed meeting for me today.
That's okay. Yeah, so it looks like there's going to be a few minutes break before we get the next finishes. So we do have, there's a lot of people. Yeah, if you have about 100 pieces left, you're doing really well and possibly could make it in the top 10. We've got Patrick, Freya, Maya P, Sammy, Steffi K, Veronica G, all looking really good here. I'm also hearing that Thule and Zach are doing well. Thule has an amazing puzzling space. She has a proper built-in shelf area, corner of shelves built specifically for puzzles, and there is a built-in table made specifically for puzzling. So it's kind of a puzzler's dream. I love seeing pictures from her puzzle den, and she also made some videos of showing how it was all built together. Okay.
Yes, I have seen that too. It looked incredible. I'm back from my screens.
Good. Yes, and it sounds like Veronica Volt is also on her way. Yes, it looks like Veronica V is the furthest ahead at this point. She's got less than 20 pieces.
Go, go, go. There's still some room in the top 10. So those who hurry can still make it.
I feel like this is the quiet before the storm. Like we have like this lull of like a few minutes, and then it's just going to be like one after another rolling finishes, and then I'm going to be scrambling to get everyone on the screen. I can also see in the small screens, I can see that Steffi K also has only a few gaps left and has a really big chunk done. Lynn
Looks
Alfie
incredible.
also looks really solid. And Veronica V.
It's
last
finished.
piece. Well done, Veronica.
44.6. Incredible time.
Yeah, so let's review the top finishes. Yagoda on 34 minutes, then Amatia, Rachel, Kati, Elena Beata, Amber, Anna S, Veronica, and 2 more spaces in the top 10.
Yes. So there's still a chance for people to be in the top 10, but only for those who hurry. Jessica writes in the chat, the life goal, get to puzzle with people who can finish puzzles that fast. It is definitely an experience. It's like driving a sports car.
Yeah, but I think Sammy is going to be the next to finish. She's got the dark
Ooh.
greens left, like the foresty, bushy background.
She very well might be.
And she's being cheered on by Isa.
Sammy has also been having some incredible results recently.
Oh, she's super, super fast. And she's getting faster.
Always progressing. Yes, last couple of pieces. Go, Tammy. Sammy. I was looking at Tammy's screen.
Come on, Sammy.
Go, Sammy. And done. Top 10 for Sammy.
Well done. 9th place. 1
Ninth
place
place.
left in the top 10.
45-44.
So let's check.
Who's going to be on 10th?
Yeah, and let's see if any of the finishers going to the top finishers would like to join us for an interview. Yagoda and Matya have left, but Rachel is still there. Okay, we'll wait for the 10th finisher and then we'll have a chat with Rachel about how she found the puzzle. I think she really enjoyed this one. She just seemed to be in a real flow state there, and yeah, just looked
Definitely looked happy to be puzzling.
yes.
I'm also trying to follow who might be the next one. Yona is looking amazing. Okay, Rachel can only do an interview of like 5 or 10 minutes. Dinner is almost ready.
All
and
right.
Shona is done.
So Shona is also one who is doing really well. She's been in the 50 plus club, and now she is making the top 10 in the open competition. Okay, so yeah, Rachel, join us now. You can turn on your mic and tell us your thoughts about the puzzle.
Hiya.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I love this puzzle.
Yeah, we were just saying that it looked like you were enjoying it very much.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I know I really like kind of like the blocks of color and stuff. So I just knew straight away I was going to really enjoy it.
How much are you into architecture in general?
Not loads, to be honest. Like I can admire a pretty building, but I don't know anything about actual architecture.
Which was your favorite part to do in the puzzle?
I actually really liked the like yellow parts.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do them like straight away, but they were really nice to put together.
Yeah, we were just calling that sand.
Yeah. I think there's enough like details that you can pick out the yellow building distinct from like the yellow kind of hill where the guy's climbing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was really good. I just kind of worked it through color by color. So I started with the edge, then the blue sky, and then just picked a color, did that, and then picked the next color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was looking at like your screen from time to time to just check in, and I did see that you kind of went block by block, block by block. And Yeah. When you realize that pieces are missing, like when did you realize that pieces are missing, and how much does that bother you?
Um, a little bit, because I noticed the piece was missing quite soon because I started with pink. After I did the sky, pink was the next color I pulled. And there's one like big pink one in the middle that's missing. So I was sure that it must be like on the floor or something. So I did keep like kind of glancing and checking, but couldn't see it anywhere. But after a while, I was just like, it's probably missing, just forget about it.
Mhm.
The other ones were in the kind of white and green, so I didn't actually really notice them until much closer to the end.
Yeah. So then then you didn't really have to work around it then
No, those ones
around
were
the end.
fine.
Yeah. And how has practicing been going? You've also
Yeah.
been hardcore at puzzling recently.
Yeah, good. Well, I was practicing sort of after Christmas, doing a lot of practice for Munich, so trying to do some unboxed and some Gibsons. And then I realized we've actually got a UK competition coming up this weekend, which is Ravensburger. So I was like,
Ooh.
oh, actually, I need to practice on Ravensburgers. So the last week or so, that's what I've been doing.
What Ravensburgers have you been doing?
I had a few 2026 releases that I just had delivered, so I've done those. And then I've just been going back through like any that I'd not solved, just 500s. But it says sort of current Ravensburger releases, so we don't know whether that means 2026 or it could be a lot older. We don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's always a surprise, and it's also pretty hard to like, you know, from the organizer side to like actually pick something that maybe not the entire field has done.
Yeah, definitely.
So it either has to be super new or something pretty old.
There's been a lot of speculation in the sort of UK chat. People
Ooh.
are, I've just got a feeling it's this one, and then everyone's gone and practiced those ones. So it'll be interesting to see if any of the predictions come true.
And what have the speculations been?
There's an artist called Georgia Breeze in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
We had a 500-piece puzzle at Nationals, and she's got some 1,000-piece puzzles. They used one for the Christmas UK competition. So people are thinking that one of her 1,000-piece ones might be the team puzzle.
Rachel, I'd love to know, sorry, just getting back to the puzzle. Yeah, Frisia, your mic is off.
She looks like she's having difficulties, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go to my question. Are you familiar with this brand? Have you heard of it before?
Never. And I really like it. The piece cut is really nice and the quality is good. I really enjoyed it. Do they have a lot of puzzles?
Yeah, they have quite a range now. So they've been, I think they started, was it? Well, they can tell us in the interview, but I think they started during COVID around that time, and they were doing a lot of puzzling and couldn't find the kind of the designs that they liked. So they decided to start their own puzzle brand, and that, yeah, led to them searching out, yeah, really interesting designs, like basically like not typical. I mean, they're in Germany, so like not the typical Ravensburger or Schmidt type of artwork. And yeah, so it definitely does have their own style. We do have some of their puzzles in our store.
Oh, I might try and check those out then.
Yes, you can.
Otherwise, I'm not sure how I could get them in the UK.
Yeah, I think they're still quite small, like mainly selling through their website and only at a few online retailers. So yeah, but yeah, you like the quality?
Yeah, I think the only thing is for speed, like they are quite thick like pieces. You do have to push them together a little bit. I think I find the same with the speed puzzles that you make as well. But they hold together super well. So for moving sections and stuff, really nice. No, I really liked it.
And how do you like posters in general?
I generally don't like having to use them. Like you said, they just fall off, or like there's no good way to have them. I'd rather have like the full image somewhere on the box. I didn't realize actually that it was on the back. Otherwise, I might have used that instead.
Hello again.
Yeah. Hello, Frisia.
I can't believe it.
Now my mic was shut off, and like I don't know why. Doesn't matter. The point is, yeah, posters are never good.
Well, I think maybe for our perspective from speed puzzles, I'm sure there are casual puzzlers who absolutely love them and they like to spread out on their large tables and just
for sure.
just take in the whole experience and just soak it all in. But I think for speed puzzles, it's kind of like, what is this thing? It's like flopping, and now I have to like adjust it. Yeah,
but that also means that you have a large table.
Yeah.
Like assuming that you have one, even for casual puzzling.
Yeah, no, it is, yeah, if you have the space, then it is good to spread it out. Yeah, I know your dinner is on its way, so yeah, any last thoughts about your experience today or anything you'd like to share?
No, just thank you. I really like the puzzle, and we'll definitely be checking out the brand again.
That's awesome. Well done on third place.
There's still a question to Rachel from the chat. What are you having for dinner?
I think we're having some kind of like burrito bowl type thing. My boyfriend's downstairs cooking at the moment. So
yeah, sounds good. Enjoy. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. And we did have a storm of finishers. We now have 30 finishers. We have just hit 30.
Yeah, like
Jessica Wendel.
Yeah, basically I am just like adding people and then they're just finishing like a minute later. It's everybody is flying at the moment. We're only at 55 minutes and the finishes are rolling in. So I'm just going to quickly add some more people and then we can see if, how everyone is progressing. So on screen right now, we've got Lynn coming into the close, Ramona, really strong, Lydia,
Laura
and
just
Beth.
finished. Yes, so we basically have 31 finishers out of 93. So a third of the puzzlers are already done at 55 minutes.
Laura, please put your camera on. I need to check your puzzle, please. Okay. But yeah, I can see also on the smaller cameras that a lot of people have like less than 50 pieces left and are coming in. Yeah, so where are people finishing? I mean, Beth has got just single, either dark greens or whites left. Lynn is finishing on the pinks. So yeah, it's a fun one tonight from that respect.
Yeah, doing incredible, everyone. And the question is, who wants to join us for another chat?
Well done, Lynn. And Lydia is also done.
Congratulations.
Okay. Yeah, so well, maybe when Minika is finished, she could join us for a chat. And we also have Puck who's going to join us in a bit. But yeah, well done to Beth.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of times, just under the hour. Got a couple more minutes if you're aiming for under the hour.
Yes, that's always an amazing milestone to achieve. What number of finishers are we up to now? It is asked in the chat. And we have 36 finishers right now at 57 minutes and 58 minutes.
And Aaron is actually doing really well. Oh, he's only got, can he make it under the hour? Come on, Aaron.
He might actually make it.
Just the greens left. Oh, go, Aaron.
No.
And well done, Minika. Yeah, Minika, if you'd like to chat, you can join us.
As I was looking at Minika's table, I was thinking to myself, like, why does she have two puzzles? But I realized one is the poster.
Yeah.
Yes, that is very true. One of them is a poster.
Yes. How did you find the puzzle? Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very happy with my time. Anything under an hour, I am very happy with. Plus, I think I made it into the top 40, which might be my best solo EJJ result so far. So
You have made it. You are on place 36.
Nice, nice. No, I really like the puzzle. You're right, Michelle. It does remind me of the Valladolid one, but in a very limited color palette. So you do get a lot of pieces where you go, okay, it's yellow, but which one? But it's very fun. I like the.
Could you easily tell the difference between which color goes where, as you were mentioning that, like, okay, this is yellow, but which one is it?
Yeah, there's a lot of them with like the little dots in it, which look like shadow or sand, but it does return in several places. So I'm gonna grab the poster because the laptop is now on top of the puzzle, so I can't look at that. Oh, I did notice that the color of the poster is actually not that similar to the actual puzzle. The colors on the puzzle are a little deeper, I think. I think the poster is slightly more pastel-y. I prefer the darker colors.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, yeah. And the only one I actually recognized as a building was the Guggenheim, where my parents have been there. I haven't, but I like the choice that it's all these like sort of semi-futuristic buildings. It gives a good vibe.
Yeah, it also fits in very well with the artwork, as far as I can see, because the style of the drawing itself also attracts like super strong shapes that the buildings have.
It sort of feels. I don't know if you've seen it, but have you seen Mad Men? It's a show about Mad Men is a TV show about what do you call it? An advertising company in the 50s and early 60s, and it's very much that kind of style. It feels like someone in the 50s drew this as an advertisement for like a world fair or something.
That could be. I don't think I have seen it. No.
It's very good.
I'll put it on my list.
Lots of drama, lots of pretty dresses.
That is always good. And Aaron is done? Yes, Aaron is done. Congratulations. Just barely over an hour.
Yay. So great. That's so great. This is not an easy puzzle. So anything even close to an hour is really good.
That would have been actually my next question. What do you think, if this is an easy or not that easy puzzle, and why?
I think it's sort of medium because it does have the recurring colors. It doesn't have any gradient at all. And yes, that kind of makes it hard. I did the orange glitter puzzle last week. That had. I'm very happy that had at least a slight gradient, because otherwise it would have just been a crypt but with glitter.
Yeah. Well, good to know that it has a slight gradient. I have not had a chance to encounter that puzzle, so yeah.
Yeah, I think there's still some glitter on the floor, I guess.
Is it that dusty as well?
No. It's really not. It's more like a light dusting of glitter all over. So some of it will fall off because, let's face it, it's glitter. It goes anywhere. But most of it just stayed on the puzzle. So I'm happy with that.
Oh, you got a comment in Dutch in the chat. Good gedaan, Mineke.
Yay! Oh, that's a friend of mine. That's Leonie. Thank you.
Yeah, I might have butchered the pronunciation, but you get the meaning.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, no, Leonie is actually, she's in the musical company with me, and she her account is Verstaangebaar, and it's about using more sign language. And
nice.
One of our shows we actually did with a sign language interpreter, or actually two of them, and we did Beauty and the Beast, and the song Beauty and the Beast was done by Leonie while she was signing it herself. So that was a very, very beautiful and very emotional moment of the show, and everyone was backstage crying and ruining their makeup.
So does she actually speak sign language, or did she learn it specifically for the performance?
No, she teaches in a school where a lot of sign language is used. So she also has her Instagram account, teaches people simple signs. So just things that we had at the show, we had signs at the bar as well for the bar people, so to just be able to say hello, to understand if people are asking for a cup of coffee, and it gives everything so much. It gives such a welcoming feeling, because even though some of them can only hear very limited amounts, they're absolutely welcome to enjoy everything that a theater has to offer. It's not just about hearing it, it's about experiencing it, seeing everything, following along with the story, and adding a interpreter, having a good interpreter, actually adds to the emotion as well. And that's just something that we really want to keep doing.
Yes. I did have a good friend back in the day when I was still working as an interpreter. I didn't sign. I can't sign, unfortunately. But I had a good friend who also did a lot of interpretation for theaters as well. And it's actually a very, very interesting like profession, I would say, to like to actually perform theater signing, because that's
Yeah.
you basically have to
It's-
know the screenplay.
Exactly. Both the interpreters came to watch us for a full show beforehand, because they have to know what kind of things is going on, because they can't watch us. They're standing on the side of the stage, so they sort of see what's going on, maybe, but a lot of it is behind them, or at least at a point where they can't really watch. So they have to know the screenplay, they have to know the songs. They also, because there are two of them, they actually do conversational signing. So in a scene with two people talking, one of them will only sign for one person and one will only sign for the other. So you get the same kind of, it's not just like subtitles where you just keep reading, it's actually watching them interact as you watch the characters interact as well.
Yes, I have had a fascination with sign language for a very, very long time. I have always wanted to learn, and then obviously it's one of those things that you keep wanting to do and never get around to actually doing
Yeah,
it.
I know I can sing like one child song with added signs, and I know the word for apple in English. In American Sign Language is apple, and I think it's beautiful, and that's about all I know.
Yeah. SJ is saying that she had to learn some ASL at school, which is American Sign Language. I think everyone should at least know the alphabet in sign language, and I'm very proud to say that I know I think the majority of the alphabet still.
I know enough to at least be able to spell my name, which helps.
Yeah, pretty much that's it. I can like say hello and probably sign my name, and that's basically it. But then basically, if you know the alphabet and you're patient enough, you can kind of spell things out that you want to say. It's just takes ages.
And even though there are many different sign languages, most of them do have in common that it's gestures that make sense for the word that it is. I know one of the signs in Dutch, the sign for radio was like someone turning the knobs on a radio, on an old-fashioned radio. So it sort of makes sense that will be the sign. And there's a lot of those kind of signs that even if you don't know any sign language, you will understand what the person is trying to do or trying to say to you.
Yes. What I find most interesting about sign language in general is that it really behaves as a proper language. So it's not just signs, but it does have dialects. It has it behaves exactly the same way as a normal language does.
Yeah.
Just motions, which is
even in the Netherlands, which is, I mean, the Netherlands is not that big, but we have several sign dialects based around where the schools are. So if you are from the school in the north, you will have the dialect for that school. And I think there's one in, I know that Leonie told me and I completely forgot. There's, I think, about 5 or 6 of them. So.
Yeah. And then
sorry, I have to interrupt. I have to interrupt for one moment. I was busy like switching up the screens, and I missed a part of the conversation. We were talking about the Guggenheim Museum, and then it turned to sign language. What was the connection? I didn't catch that.
We went completely off the rails.
Yeah, that's very normal for me. I mean, my puzzles are chaos, and so are my conversations. So no, it's because Leonie is a friend of mine, and she put the well done in the chat, and then I was talking about her, and she does sign language. She works with children who use sign language, so that's how we got there.
Oh, okay.
And
that's
actually,
good.
there was a discussion at Worlds last year that some people needed a visual cue to start. Because if you're deaf, it's very nice that they're on the stage going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but you can't hear that, and you're supposed to focus on when you open the puzzle. So they had the visual countdown. I think for some of the rounds, most of the rounds, Charlie ended up like counting down on his hands, so people could have that visual cue of, okay, now I can start.
And are you going to do something like that, or did you do something like that at Dutch Nationals?
Yeah, we had a timer on the screen, on the big screen, so people could see it count down, and then we would start. Basically, it's like you do in the timer as well. It just goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then puzzle.
Yes, and I didn't even know it does that because I was like just focusing on what I need to do. And then we had Ali from the UK, who's a deaf and sign language puzzler, and she commented because I was doing the countdown for her, but then she told me it was actually also counting down on the screen. So I was glad to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, puzzling is something that should be accessible to everyone, and mostly it is. There's puzzles with larger pieces for people who have trouble even just holding the smaller ones or have trouble seeing the smaller images. There's things like this where you have a visual cue instead of an audio one. And I think it's all part of what we all are doing at the moment. I feel is that we are building a community that is welcoming to everyone. I wrote this song for the AJJ that says we are a community. We're proud of our own things, but we're also happy for each other, and everyone is welcome here. And I think stuff like this helps in helping people feel welcome. You don't have to understand each other's language, but if you're puzzling, you understand what the goal is, and you can do that together anytime.
No, that's so lovely and so important as well. We have to circle back to the puzzle you purchased, and you only received half of the world. I need to know what happened next.
I bought it it was intended to be the advent calendar for Delia, my sister. So I was supposed to like build it and put it into pieces. And my plan was, okay, I'll just give her all the C pieces first because she's my sister. I get to do stuff like that to her. So she'll just get blue pieces for like 6 days, and then she gets the world. And I was doing it, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And I think I took a picture. I'll put it on my Instagram so people can see. I think there were like, out of 1,000, I think there were like 300 pieces missing. Something like that, an insane amount. I did not I didn't have Australia at all. I think I had one of the coasts of South America, but not the other one.
Oh no.
There was a lot of ocean missing. I didn't have any North America. So we were wondering if someone took them out and like used them to frame. But maybe they took a trip around North America and put photos around it or something. But there were very strange pieces that were missing, and not like single ones.
Yeah, that would have been my question of like not just single ones, but like complete chunks.
Whole
like
continents.
Whole continents, basically. Yeah. And in the end, I just put all the pieces in a box. They are my spare pieces. I make earrings out of them. I've made pins out of those. It's just like scrap paper, basically.
Yeah, it's scrap puzzles. You can use them for anything.
Yeah. I have a whole pot of earrings here that are all made out of like scrap puzzle pieces.
Yeah, that looks familiar to me as well.
I can imagine.
So with Fruji and Minika, if they get puzzles with missing pieces, they get turned into earrings.
Yeah, there is a limit. It has to miss like a lot of pieces before I consider a puzzle like trash. So it's
And I've also just thrown away some. I had one that wasn't even missing any pieces, but all the pieces were so badly damaged and just worn out that you really couldn't even see the picture that well. That those just go into trash because there's nothing I can do with those.
Yes. Have you been making anything interesting recently?
Have I been making anything recently? I haven't really been making a lot. I've been doing musical. That's taken a lot of time. I've been making music. It's no, I don't think I've been doing a lot of crafty things at the moment. I will again because of course we're doing Dutch Nationals again. I'm also going to be at the UK Nationals. So I will probably bring some earrings there as well and some pins and stuff. So I'll need to stock up because my stash is running quite low.
Yes, well, definitely you have to be prepared for those large events.
Yeah, and I like giving something to people. It's not expensive because I only charge like a few euros or anything. It's I like that people enjoy the same thing that I do, and maybe not everyone is quite as obsessed as I am, but it's nice that they like it.
Well, I also have an earring from you, and I still love it very, very much. One of the glasses with the little puzzle glitter in it.
Look! I'm wearing one now. I don't know if you can see.
Ooh,
I have one of the bottle ones. Yeah, no, we traded at Worlds, and I have yours. It's in the little pot, but I have so many now that I just have to throw all of them out.
yeah, I know.
There's the one you
Oh,
need.
yeah, there it is.
So,
That's all the
so no,
swapping.
I have a few events coming up. I'm going to volunteer at the Belgian Nationals.
Then
Going
we
to
see each other
UK.
at the Belgian Nationals.
Oh, that's so lovely. That's good to hear. So we will talk more about other things than puzzling, probably, because well,
Most
that happens
likely.
when you talk to me. Yeah. So just like Hannah, I also need to go and have some dinner now. So I will wish everyone lots of luck and lots of fun with the remaining pieces of their puzzle.
Before you go, well, what would you tell the people who are still puzzling?
Keep going. Enjoy it. That's the main thing. And at one point I thought, wait, do I have pieces that don't even belong in this puzzle? But then I noticed that in the right bottom corner, there's a chair, and I hadn't noticed, and it was the pattern that I was looking at that I couldn't find in the rest of the puzzle. So if you find pieces that you're like, I don't know where this goes, just put them in puzzle jail and look at them later.
Yeah, that is good advice.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your dinner.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your great time.
Yes, thank you. And we will see each other soon, I hope.
Yes, hopefully.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, and we have had so many finishers rolling in. 67 finishers we have right now at an hour and 15 minutes. And there's still a bit to go. 45 minutes to be exact, if I didn't miscount.
Yes, and yeah, no, looking really good here. Lots of finishers coming in every minute. Nora is just done. We also have Larissa with her last pieces in her hand. Ulrika also is finishing up. She's got a few gaps on the whites.
Yeah. Incredible job, everyone. And yeah, finishing a puzzle like this in an hour and 15 minutes is already very, very insane. Amazing job.
Yes, and I'd love to chat now with our guests from Das Puzzle Kollektiv to hear a bit more about the brand and why they chose this puzzle and maybe what it's like to work with the artists. So Anna-Lena and Lucas, welcome to the call.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having us again, and it's been really entertaining till now and heartwarming, the words that were spoken right now, which is like good for the heart.
Yes, what did you think of the competition so far?
Yes, I think it was very fast. The first with 34 minutes, incredible. And yeah, we done this puzzle a year ago in a tent on a winter market, Christmas market, and we were 5 or 4 people, and we need 2 hours for it. So everyone here still puzzling is very good. Yeah.
Yeah, that is already an achievement. At the winter market, it must have been so cold. Like, how can you puzzle with cold hands?
There's like a little tent, and there's Christmas market music playing in the background. It's like really magic when you're sitting there with people you don't know, and it's like Christmas magic. Yes. Doing a puzzle.
Yeah, well, German Christmas markets are really a special place. I also really love them.
Yes.
Yes, tell us a little bit about the artwork of how it ended up as a puzzle, how you chose the image, everything that you think we would like to know.
Yeah, it was Barbara. She wrote us an email, and she wants to cooperate with us. And she studied architecture, but she wants to do more stuff with illustration and more art. So we decided together to make a puzzle with about modern architecture. And she had a lot of background information, a lot of suggestions. So she decided to put these 7 buildings in one illustration, and we love the final version of it because it fits very good together, all the buildings, even they are around the world and in different ages, but it looks very cool together.
Yeah, I
And
like how it's.
It's always when someone sees the puzzle, it's like, oh, I know that one, or no, I don't know that other one. And it's like you can have a lot of conversation about it, and that's like always nice.
Yeah, I like how it's all in one scene. So I honestly, I don't know much about architecture, but I honestly thought it was all one city. I thought this was like the highlights of a city because it's built into it's like it makes up a landscape. It's got different layers, so you could be fooled like me to think that it's all the landmarks of one city. But once I saw the list that you sent me, it's like Pennsylvania, France, Rio de Janeiro, Germany, and Illinois. So yeah, it's really nice to hear that you had this concept and that Baboro basically you designed this specifically for a puzzle. And I like as well that there's no like dead parts. You just don't have like a third of the picture being sky. Every part of the image is being used and has some interesting texture and detail. Is that how you normally work with artists, that they approach you and then you design something together, or do you browse catalogs and then find pictures that catch your eye?
It's both, yeah. Sometimes we just go to little shops and see something and think like, oh, that illustration would work great as a puzzle. And so we try to connect with the artist and ask, have you ever thought about making a puzzle out of it? And if they say yes and I agree, we are all happy. And it's like you interact more with the illustration when you puzzle it. You get to see a lot of details you maybe miss at the first look. And so it's like, okay, there's another bird in the sky, or there's the little flowers. It's just like always a little part of the illustration you spot at the second part or with the third piece.
So basically the puzzle.
Yeah, the last ones we created with the artists together. So we give them a lot of freedom. Sometimes we choose a topic together, and then they have a lot of freedom, and they show us the sketches, and we say, oh, for a puzzle that's not perfect. We need more details or something like that. And so they create, and then in the end we have a nice puzzle.
So basically the puzzle turns the illustration into a more immersive experience for people.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. And it's like often we think we just produce actually in small editions. So it's like tonight is like almost a whole edition for us when around 90 people puzzle our motif. So it's like special experience to see a lot of people doing it. So yeah.
And when choosing the images for the puzzles, how much does your personal taste like play into the images that you choose? Like, do you actually have pictures that like you personally would not puzzle, but you know that people would like, or is it more that you just pick what you like?
Yeah,
I think we only pick what we like. So we also have artists, they wrote us and we say, oh, it's not fitting together with us because it's a different art of style.
or maybe we are not the right brand for it. So it's like we often choose something would maybe another brand would say, no, that doesn't fit to us. So it's like more matching point. And we don't do it just to sell the puzzles. It's just like having the opportunity to work together on a puzzle and then hope that people will like it. If not, we have to do it on our own, all of them. So yeah, like all of it.
Yeah.
And then how would you describe like your brand's style in that sense? Since you're saying that like there were artists who approached you and you felt like it didn't really work out, like how would you then describe the images that yeah you basically choose?
Mm. For example, we don't do puzzles with photographs. So we have just illustrations, but there could be like original paintings, like oil on canvas, just as a puzzle, or it can be like a digital illustration where we sometimes it's a match. So you don't have to say it's like that point that was the match, or it's like maybe we have something in mind and then something pops up the next day. So it's like we thought about when we were part of the competition the last time, we had around 30 different puzzles, and right now we have around 50. So we have like, it's like a lot of different styles, but every motif is like, it has something special. Like a lot of different artists with their different styles, like hand drawn, but it could also be with pencil, black and white, or with a lot of colors or bold colors. It's like,
Yeah, it's behind every puzzle there's a small story. We have some puzzles with artists here in Stuttgart, and it's a small story behind every puzzle, and we have a special connection to everyone and a little story behind it. Yeah.
It's, we always feature the artists on our website so that you don't have the picture just, you have also the artist, and they often have to say something about their illustration. Like maybe the Dream Parade is a great story. You get to know not just the artist, but the story they wanted to transfer into a puzzle. That's really sweet. Or from our last edition, there was vegetable gardening scene, and there was a little princess, and the illustrator said it reminded her of her sister. So it's like there are always the little parts you get to know through the art or through the puzzle about the artist. So it's like magic.
It's all the magic of the puzzle coming to life. And
Yes,
do you have some? Go ahead, Michelle.
Oh, I just wanted to ask, like, I mean, we talked like more than a year ago. So how has your brand developed since then? Like, I noticed that after we talked that you had some puzzles appearing in like different online retailers. So as a small business, maybe you can share a bit about behind the scenes of how things have developed over the past 12 to 18 months.
It's of course becoming bigger and bigger because of more motives and something else. We both work in another job, so it's our second business, and so we can grow even bigger because we are very time limited in this thing. But it's growing bigger. We have we also asked us some challenging points. You produce here in Germany. That's very difficult because the prices are increasing, and our puzzles are still very expensive because they are very small editions. So it's a challenging job, but we try to do it the best way.
And we don't do it just for the success. It's like still a lot of not hobby, but we like to do what we do. So that's maybe the difference. We don't go to every market. We always try to find some nice ones where we can interact with people. So we have like we take our possibilities, but not every possibility. So still a small business. It's still just the two of us. So we do everything from finding new motifs, producing, doing the packaging, like websites, interacting, everything. And it's the way it should be for us. So that's like, that hasn't changed and in the last 18 months, and maybe, or I think it won't change. So we don't want to grow too big. We still want to see people doing our puzzle, and that's the best part about it. And getting to know people from that bubble is like always a pleasure. So yeah, and that's something that shouldn't change. So yeah, but for this year, we actually decided to take a little step back and don't have 2 editions like we normally have. We will just have one by the end of the year. So that's also okay for us. But then this will be Luca's favorites, I think, because they are like mystery puzzles, course. And so maybe there will be something different.
Yeah, the next 2 next week we will bring out 2 new motifs about Munich in Germany, and in the end of the year we have 2 special puzzles with a very mystery part of it, but we will go on this later.
Oh.
Well, what kind of mystery is it?
Yeah, there are some changes between the poster or the cardboard and the puzzle itself. So
okay.
it's a bit difficult.
So you're kind of going to have to guess what the puzzle is actually showing you compared to the box. Yeah, that sounds exciting.
I like how you mentioned that you go to markets, because I have never been to a market where somebody was selling puzzles. I would love that. So that's something I'd love to stumble upon, because the markets that I've been, it's usually the typical candles, soaps, the semi-precious stones, woodwork, and like the knitted gloves and things like that. But yeah, if there was a market stand selling puzzles, like that would be really exciting.
We're mostly the only one who sell games or something like that on the market, so we're also mostly some special.
Yeah, and it's like we always have a table with an open puzzle, and a lot of people just take one piece and are like, oh, I can't remember the last time I touched a puzzle. And then we are like, yeah, you could spend 10 minutes here and do 1 or 2 or 3. And it's like, when was the last time you puzzled? So it's like often part of the start of a talk, a discussion, and mostly older people who are like, yeah, it's been a while, but we should definitely start again. And that's always nice when you have like the possibility to talk with someone about it, and then maybe they take one, and you can, and you know they will make it one day. That's
very cool.
Very cool.
It is a lovely way for people to rediscover puzzling, that's for sure.
And as part of our name, we are trying to puzzle collectively, so with more people, and maybe friends or family or so. When we go to markets around the Christmas time, it's always like, you can take one and do it with your family between the holidays when you don't know how to talk or what to talk about. There's always a way to connect over a puzzle. And it's not that challenging as cardboards or cardboard games. So it's like, you can do it together and have fun, and that's okay.
Maybe.
It is true that when you sit down with a puzzle and you have people around you, you can't not talk at one point. Because it kind of like starts a conversation. I think that's mostly how teams and competitions basically form, that actually turn into friendships as well, because like the puzzles just bring people together.
Yeah, I think it's really inviting when there's like a half-done puzzle just like on a table, like you walk past and you're just like drawn to it. Because I was at the Spielwarenmesse in Nuremberg. So that's like the largest, I mean, I'm sure you're familiar with it, but for those who are not, that's the largest toy and game fair in Germany and possibly Europe. And I visited many puzzle companies, and surprisingly not that many actually have a half-done puzzle like at their stand. But the ones that did, I was just like, oh, you know, and I was just having so much fun. And yeah, it's really addictive, and then you get to feel the pieces and you get to engage with the image, and then you start talking with the representative from the company about the brand and where is this made, and about the images. So yeah, I can imagine at a market where like people who are like wandering by, and then they're like, oh, I'll just one piece. And then it becomes 2 pieces or maybe 10. So yeah. When we talked last, you were having all your puzzles at your house or your apartment. Is that still the case?
It's still the case, yes.
Yeah.
It's still in our working room. So when we got like a new order, it's like our friends helping us putting them up in the 3rd floor. And it's like, we don't do that often because we like our friends and they like us. So we try to keep it a little bit.
You try to keep it that way.
We try to keep it that way. And it's like an explosion of puzzle cardboards in our flat. It's like in the living room. It's in the floor. It's everywhere for maybe some weeks until we put them all together by the side, organize them. So yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, because may I ask, like when you print a puzzle, roughly how many do you get? Is it like just 100 of each design, or you get like 500 at a time? Like what is the quantities?
Very, very different. Sometimes we start with 50, sometimes we start with 100 or 200. It's a bit different. Sometimes we have a lot of pre-orders, so we know, okay, there are 50s already sell, so we can produce some more. Sometimes some retailers are asking for big amounts, so we will produce also some more, but so they have to go in our rooms. But yeah, normally we produce about 50.
Yeah. So then we order again at some point, but most of the time 50. And then we, if one is sold out, it's okay. So we can wait or hope we can wait until the next order. And it's like always, we see some puzzles, they don't sell. So we just think about what have we or what could we do. It's like we don't have that good photos of it. And it's like maybe we should do them again in another cardboard or so. But as we like all of them, so we try to highlight maybe then another one if one is sold.
So what is your, up till now, what has been your best-selling image?
Marienplatz.
Yeah, it's Marienplatz in Stuttgart, because we are here in a lot of markets. So people here, they take one because they live here and see some people on the Marienplatz.
Yeah.
And that's one of our best-selling ones.
That's like a main square in Stuttgart?
Just like 300 meters from our flat, and it's an illustration, and you really recognize people from it, like the owner of the cafe, or so it's like really when you live here, you realize them.
You recognize the characters. So, okay, that's really interesting. It's actually real people. They're not just like fantasy characters. They're people who actually live in Stuttgart. That's so cool. They're not...
That is really something that only insiders know.
Yeah.
It's a nice background story.
There's also a Marienplatz in Munich, We also sell some to Munich because a lot of people don't know that there's a second Marienplatz in Stuttgart. So
Don't tell them it's Stuttgart.
but,
And maybe you should make another puzzle with like some really like common name in Germany, like I don't know, Domplatz or Hauptmarkt or something, and then everyone will be like, "Oh, it's the Hauptmarkt!" Like even though every city has a Hauptmarkt, so like the main square. Yeah, and so just getting back to the deliveries, how big are your deliveries that you can like fit them in your house? Like you get like maybe, I don't know, 6 pallets at a time loaded high, or like what quantities arrive at your house that you need your friends to come by and help?
That's the max.
but the next order will come next week to us. It's about 1,300 puzzles. But then our room is very full. But there are also a lot of pre-orders. We have about 200 packaged here in our living room. So we just put it inside and go to the post office, and they are gone. But that's maximum, yes.
Yeah, maximum.
There
That's
is actually a
about it.
question for you in the chat, and the question is if you sell your puzzles in any stores in Munich, because there's going to be a lot of people going to Munich for a large competition in May, the World Series, and they might want to go shop. And this commenter wants to know if
when you go to Munich in May, there will be 2 motifs from Munich in stores. So you can take it with you at home and do it then. It's the Eisbachwelle. I don't know. It's like you can surf in Munich.
Oh yeah,
it's the motif. It's like really touristy. So, but it's nice drawn. And
the other one is the Tegernsee, near to Munich. So
with the mountains in the back.
Yeah, but there are some stores in Munich which will sell them. Yeah.
So, right now,
That's very Munich-y, I could say, because when I went to Munich the first time, I found it really unusual that there was like, you're walking through the city going along the river, and then suddenly there are people surfing on the river, but like just on this little section just before the bridge. And it was, quite unusual for me. I didn't know people would surf in Munich. But so that's something which, if you come as a tourist, it really catches your eye and is very memorable. So I could imagine that could be a good seller for visitors. I have 2 people who have finished. So well done to Marie. Congratulations. And Elisa has finished, but I don't see Elisa in the meeting. I don't have Elisa on screen. If you can hear me, Elisa, please hop back into the meeting. Oh, and Aurelia's finished as well. So
very good.
Really good here.
And if my calculations are correct, we only have 9 people still puzzling.
4.
Yes, true. Okay.
Yeah, so keep going. Beatrice, Claudia, Irina, and Dora doing really well. We've still got 18 minutes left, so still plenty of puzzling time. And and Elisa, I don't know what happened. Please jump in and show me your puzzle. Yes, so getting back to the theme of the day, before you made your own puzzles, did you buy or sell secondhand puzzles, or how did you get your puzzles?
Lucas started that whole journey for us. When in 2021, I think there was like a big interest in puzzles, and so he took that turn too. What do we want to?
I just get one on Christmas from my mother, and then we were fixed on it. And so we also bought some second-hand puzzles on eBay, Kleinanzeigen, to get them, because we were students at this time, sometimes. It was even very.
We bought some second-hand.
Also, but
it's like we had one from Escher. Do you know Escher? These are the steps who are like going against, and it's like a visual trick.
E.C. Escher, it's an artist, an old artist,
Yeah.
black and white arts.
Yeah. And this was one we got. There was one piece missing, but that wasn't that bad.
It was
So-
a very old puzzle
Yeah.
bought on eBay. Yeah.
and was like really fascinating. And we actually saw how much it would retail if it would be new. It was like more 100.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah. So
rare.
very rare, but it was fun. And we had in just a little bit of time, we had like a lot of cardboard standing there. And that's mostly one of the problems when you do a puzzle one time. You don't do it that second time or that third time. It
Yes.
takes some time until you redo it.
Before we started with doing our own puzzles, we found the passport, the puzzle passport. So we bring our puzzles to our friends and our family, and we also get some from them. And we traded a lot of puzzles in our community.
Graded, and it's been like in Germany, you said it before, it's not that common to have like secondhand shops like in France or in England. And we've been to one or two or three, and then it's like, oh yeah, there are a lot of puzzles, so you should just buy them new. There are always a lot you can find with some great motifs that are secondhand, and why don't you just take them? So when you are like, you buy books secondhand, that's totally normal. And doing the same with puzzle would be great. When you are doing it that fast as you are doing them now, it's like 1 hour and we are done. Okay, good, next one. So it's not like you are doing them for 50 times. So yeah. That's
Yes,
a great
speed
option.
puzzlers have a high turnover of puzzles. So like there's always when we meet each other at a competition, we're always like handing over boxes and like bags of puzzles. So we always need more puzzles to do, and we're always happy to offload them. Say, hey, you want to borrow something? Here, take these.
You can always
I do like the sentiment though that like puzzles are meant for sharing. Like as you were mentioning the puzzle passport as well, which is just a lovely thing, because like otherwise if a puzzle gets completed once and then it just sits in a box, it kind of loses its purpose.
Yeah.
And then this way, if it's shared, then it gets used.
Yeah. And we have a lot of puzzles in frames hanging around, but at some point there are no walls left, so you have to
Put them to our friends.
yeah
Yeah,
and let them see the world. So it's like it's great for the puzzles too. And it's been said also before, our pieces are really thick. It's not like that flappy. So that was a decision made by us so that they can be used more often, and that you have like you can pick it up, for example, when you're finished. So it's like the structure is good to do it more often. So when you're on your next competition, you can take the cardboards with you and just say like, here, you can do it also. Have fun with it.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. If you invest in a higher quality print and quality thicker cardboard, then the puzzles last longer, they're less likely to be damaged, and they can be then used more often. Like there's like one brand that I can think of, the pieces are so thin and flimsy, and I can imagine that after you've done the puzzle 3 times, like its pieces are going to be bent and knobs are going to be crooked. So yeah, especially as you're a higher value brand, having a stronger quality is important for that philosophy.
Yeah.
And we have some comments in the chat. Yeah, SJ has the Escher puzzles. She had the Escher puzzles when she was growing up, so she remembers those.
Yeah. And then she was also saying that when Anna-Lena was saying that you frame the puzzles and then at one point you run out of space, then you should buy more, and then you might that she thought that you were about to say that you have to buy more walls.
Maybe one day.
Which is also a solution.
We will change, or we will swap our flat in the third floor to on the side with more walls. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then yes, Jessica is also saying that the puzzle community is so very generous that it makes it easy to get sucked into the cult.
Yeah, we tried doing some speed puzzling, but we just like
it's very hard for us. Yeah. Too much competition.
Too
much pressure.
I personally like to do a puzzle without the image. I just take a look at it, and then I take the pieces, and then I take maybe like 3, 4, 5 hours, but I don't look back at the image. And it's like, okay, that piece is connecting. Yeah, it's connecting with that one. And it's like more. Yeah, it's taking definitely more time. Sure. Yeah, so there are different puzzles.
Yeah, but it is something that I have heard from a couple of people who like switched over to speed puzzling, that they are actually used to not using the image, because it's, if you're doing casual puzzling, then it's more fun to not know the image that much. And then once you're speed puzzling, you actually have to consciously look at the image.
Yeah.
Well, and it's fascinating. So when you can do it in like 2 hours on your own and don't get frustrated, it's like, yeah, you're on a good way.
Yes, so we have 10 minutes left.
10 minutes!
Yeah, well...
And we have 4 puzzlers.
So yeah, Beatrice, Claudia, Arena, and Dora, keep on pushing for the next 10 minutes. You can do it. And we look forward to, hopefully seeing another finish. But yeah, do your best, and looking really
going.
Good. Yeah, so thanks Anna-Lena and Lucas.
Thank you,
We
Michelle.
are from the Das Puzzle Kollektiv. If you'd like to check out more of them, we do have some of a small range of their puzzles in our store. We have a brand category for them, but they do have a very wide range of puzzles, especially 1,000 pieces, but also some 500s. And the website is daspuzzlekollektiv.com, I guess.
.de.
Oh, okay. I'll put this in the chat. Das Puzzle Kollektiv with a K.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle, for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure. So, again, thank you very much.
Thank you for hosting, both of you.
It was great to have you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the chat. I love hearing behind the scenes of like puzzle businesses, and especially like how the artwork and the puzzles images come to life. So yeah, we really enjoy that, and maybe we'll catch up again soon.
Yeah,
another time. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Bye.
Bye. And yes, we have 8 minutes left and 4 puzzlers.
Yes,
Claudia might still finish.
Oh, yeah, Claudia has got blue sky left and dark green bushes to go. But pretty much all the buildings are done and lots of the details. So it's really just the pieces that have like mainly one color left. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a tricky part though, yes.
So yeah, let's read out a few more of the replies to the question of the day.
I needed to unfortunately close the window when my browser kept crashing, but I can open it up once again.
Yeah, so I did ask Puck to stay, but unfortunately she couldn't, or she didn't get my message. But Puck said that about 30% of her puzzles are bought in secondhand shops or from Vinted. Vinted tends to be just fine, but the secondhand shops really are a gamble. But I won't stop going to them just because of some missing pieces sometimes. And the prices are just too good not to buy them. My issue tends to be the lack of... Yeah, they tend to have really good prices. I mean, if you can pick them up for like €2 or €4, like that's amazing. My issue tends to be the lack of variety in brands or piece counts. So yeah,
I don't know. You can sometimes really find some treasures. Like I can't remember who it exactly was. I don't want to get the name wrong of who it was, but someone found a Wentworth wooden puzzle of like, I don't know, like several hundred pieces, not even a small one, for €2 or €3 in a charity shop.
that was
Which is
me.
insane.
That was me.
Was it you?
Yes.
You see? Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a
Yes, things
500-piece
that.
puzzle. Wentworth. New price was €85, and it was there for £4. So
That's nothing.
yeah, but what I like, Joyce on Instagram, she went to some charity shops, and then she was, or like I think they're called like Goodwill stores or something like that, and she did like a whole like yay or nay. So she showed like a whole bunch of puzzles that were in the shop, and you could kind of like say, would you take this or would you not? And then she showed the price as well, and some of them were like $1, $2, $3, $4 and it was just really interesting. Like the I think the American stores have a massive, like they have huge walls just of puzzles. Sometimes the puzzles are still in their plastic wrapping. So I think, yeah, the US and the UK seem to be leading the way with charity store puzzle finds.
Yes. Well, the charity stores in general are incredible to buy things. Like I really enjoyed going to charity stores, like both UK and US every single time. The last time I was in the US, I wasn't that much into puzzling yet, so I didn't even look at like puzzles back then. But yeah, I really wish that like in like central in like Europe itself there would be more of these stores, because people would be very, very happy. All we have is basically TK Maxx.
Yeah, I've never seen
But that's not
puzzles
charity.
there. Yeah, SJ says Australian op shots was pretty good. Oh, and she gets Wentworths for £2 to £4 a few times per year. Lucky you.
Lucky you.
Yeah. So Marcia
But
says
who
that she
else do we have?
buys most of her puzzles secondhand. She finds it too expensive to buy the puzzles new. So Marcia buys a lot from thrift stores or flea markets, also some from Vinted. I have in general positive experiences with this. Of course, you have the chance that there is a piece missing. With Vinted, sometimes the boxes end up being quite damaged, sadly. I'm going to keep...
I also like what... yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm going to keep an eye on the time, so I need to keep this
We have 4
screen
minutes still.
open. But you can go ahead and read, because I don't want to. I don't
Yes.
have to switch screens.
So I also like what Nadia wrote, which is that she has been buying second-hand puzzles and her experience was very positive. But she also only bought puzzles from people either she knew, or so either in person or from social media, so through Instagram and Discord. So she really trusted the people that she bought from, especially regarding shipping and payment. And that is actually one interesting thing, I think, buying secondhand. If you ever went down like the wormhole of Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that, there is a lot of only the
Scammers.
German word is coming to my head. Yes, scams and no payment and canceling and all that kind of thing. Just before you want to ship the puzzle. So there, it's a little bit risky, but I think with puzzle people in general, it's very, very positive.
Yeah,
and Vinted in that sense has been a lot of help, because it's a little bit more trustworthy. I mostly buy and sell on Vinted, to be honest, at this point.
Yes, and we have Claudia coming up to the final pieces. Yes. And she's going to make it in the time limit. Yay, we got a few gaps in the sky, and then it is done.
Almost.
Oh, maybe some gaps lower down.
Ooh, Mineke says she once bought 12 Vosgay puzzles in a UK charity shop and had to explain to the travel companions that they couldn't buy a lot because the car was full.
Yay, congrats, Claudia.
Amazing. 2 minutes to spare.
Woo. I think she has a habit of coming in like right before the end, but you made it. Well done. So
amazing.
Say something. I'm so happy. Today is my first birthday of my transplant, so I'm so happy to finish in time. I'm very happy. I have a kidney transplant 3 years ago in this day. So it's for celebrating this competition.
Oh wow,
And
that's
it's
lovely.
definitely a special celebration. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm glad you have that special milestone, and yeah, that you finished the puzzle. And how did you enjoy it?
I'm very, very happy. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So we have a
We have 1 minute.
left.
Just 1 minute to go.
Yeah, and Catherine, who visits, I think she visits the UK and the US fairly regularly, says that they have, a good selection. And she was in Scotland last week. I saw her pictures on Instagram. She was checking out the stores. Scotland is the best. That's good to hear. It was
That's still a travel destination I have to go to.
Hard to flatten the boxes for the flight home. Yes, the bulkiness is the issue.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, good on you. Come on, Beatrice and Arena and Dora. Few more
15
pieces.
seconds. No. Yes, 10.
Oh, Beatrice, come on, you've got 4 pink pieces there connected. Pick them up and put them in the puzzle. Find them.
2, 1.
This.
Done.
Oh. Did she? I think she did. I think she found the place with them. Yes, she had a little island.
It looks like it.
I think they slotted into the UFO building.
Amazing job, everyone.
Well done. That was 2 hours. Oh, so close, Beatrice.
While everyone is counting the pieces, I'm still going to read out SJ's comment that when she goes to the checkout in charity shops, the volunteers always comment on the number of puzzles that she's buying. This will keep you busy. They don't know how I will do them in one day.
Yes. They're probably
but it
thinking,
does keep you busy for a day.
Yeah, they're probably thinking, she's buying 10 puzzles. That's going to keep her busy for like months and weekends. But yes,
probably going to take a long time. Probably
the average buyer will buy like 1 or 2 puzzles. Yeah, I also have Melika Avki from Germany who also finished, and I have no screen for them. They fell out of the meeting. If they're listening, please send me a photo of your timer. So yeah, it sounds like a couple of people had some technical issues today. We're sorry about that.
Yes, everyone did an incredible job today. It's also an almost cleared out meeting. We had 88 competitors altogether, or 89 if I count correctly. There's more in the event.
Yeah, we had some sometimes people log out and then they log in again and it creates a duplicate, so I have to go through at the end and delete that. But yeah, how many pieces did Beatrice have left? Doesn't look like that many.
No, it doesn't, but I think they're also in piles of 10, or? No, definitely not.
So Beatrice, you can add your leftover pieces to the timer website. Then we can use it for the ranking as well. We have Dora has Dora had 75 pieces left.
That's also an amazing job. Bye, Dora.
Okay. So Beatrice, if you can just write in the timer website how many pieces if you have left. If you can't access that, then just write it in the chat here, and then I can add that to that. So yeah, thanks Virgie. A bit of a
a bit of a hectic evening for me today. I'm so sorry for being late again.
No problem. It's much more fun with somebody else to talk to, not just hearing like the deafening silence coming back at me.
The deafening silence. I'm really very sorry.
Sometimes
technology was just not on my side today.
Yeah. Well, but we made it, and we had a lovely chat.
We made it.
Some participants and also with the publishers, and yeah, thanks to those who have been watching, especially Catherine, Menika, and SJ and Yana for staying till the end. Oh yeah, and yes, today is a special day because we have the puzzles being sold. I completely forgot about that. I'm sure my husband will be kicking me off the computer in a couple of minutes. Yes, 9:30. So in 25 minutes, the new batch of EJJs for middle March to middle May will be going online. And we hope that you get the competitions that you want to. Oh yeah, I should mention something. The last couple of days, there seems to be an issue with some people paying with credit card from the Nordic countries, that sometimes like an order gets like stuck. So I hope that we're not going to have issues tonight. If for any reason your order doesn't work, try to make a new order, but make a screenshot, and otherwise we can try to fix it up the next day. Okay, well, we've got everybody's times now, and yeah.
Amazing.
Wish everybody a good evening, and yeah, see you later. Thanks.
And happy shopping to everyone who is buying EJJs.
Yes, and website don't crash, please, and payments don't crash, please.